He's coming back. Terrifying ancient discovery in Jordan defies all sense. At the very lowest point on Earth lies a natural wonder replete with a unique ecosystem, breathtaking desert views, and mineral treasures attracting visitors for thousands of years. The Dead Sea. It is also the world's deepest hypersaline lake in the desert in southern Israel. But the ongoing changes in this sea are terrifying citizens, and the latest discovery will surely surprise you. Hello, and welcome back to the Abandoned Archaeologist again, the channel to learn all about ancient archaeological findings. Today, we will discuss the terrifying truth about the Dead Sea, which will unveil its origins, chemistry with the environment, and what the future holds. But before we begin, to get your attention, we have a question you can answer at the end of the video by watching it. Why do we call the Dead Sea dead? So, write down your answer in the comment section and see if you got it right. Here we begin with the video. The Dead Sea is a salt lake in southern Israel's Judean desert, bordered to the east by Jordan. It is one of the world's saltiest bodies of water and the lowest point on the planet, dating back 4 million years. Its arid desert climate has sunny skies all year and relatively high temperatures with little precipitation. There are several competing theories regarding the formation of the Dead Sea. The Jordan River Valley was repeatedly flooded by water from the Mediterranean Sea approximately 3.7 million years ago. The waters formed the Sedum Lagoon, which connected to the sea via what is now known as the Jezreel Valley. Later, around 2 million years ago, the land between this lagoon and the Mediterranean Sea rose to the point where the sea could no longer flood the area, forming a landlocked lake. The Jordan River was the only major water source flowing into the Dead Sea until the end of the 1960s, though there are small perennial springs under and around the lake, forming pools and quicksand pits along its edges. After the waters of the Sea of Galilee were diverted, the only incoming water source was from sulfur springs and wastewater, as well as rare drizzles and flash floods. What makes the Dead Sea so unique? The Dead Sea is located at the lowest point on Earth, which is thought to be the result of volcanic processes that cause the land to drop continuously. As a result, it is one of the world's 4 saltiest bodies of water. These unique conditions result from its extreme geomorphological structure and harsh desert climate. These cause constant dramatic changes, resulting in a landscape unlike any other in the world. Furthermore, the area's unique mineral content of the air, land, and water is globally renowned for its therapeutic qualities, as evidenced by the fact that it has been a health resort for thousands of years. What does the Dead Sea look like? The Dead Sea, as a large body of salt water, glitters with crystallized sodium chloride, where the sun evaporates the water in colours of white and turquoise. It was previously divided into 2 basins, but the surface dropped significantly in the late 1970s and the southern basin dried out. This drop has altered the appearance of the Dead Sea. Most notably, the Al-Lasine Peninsula gradually extended eastward, separating the lake's northern and southern basins by a strip of dry land. Furthermore, the southern basin was later subdivided into dozens of large evaporation pools for salt extraction. To keep the southern basin moist, water is pumped from the northern basin. The air is pungent with sulfur, which rises from its bromine-rich mud. As a result, the northern beaches are mud-filled, whereas the southern beaches have fascinating salt formations. Because of its high salinity and density, the water in the Dead Sea appears almost oily. Why is the Dead Sea called the Dead Sea? The Dead Sea is a harsh environment in which plants and animals cannot thrive due to the extreme salinity of its water. The Dead Sea is known by various names in different languages, each reflecting its unique characteristics. The earliest known name is found in the Hebrew Bible, where it is known as the Salt Sea due to its extremely high salt content. Salt was a very valuable commodity in the later Roman era. Roman soldiers were paid in salt rather than money. This is also the source of the Latin word salary, which comes from salt. Early translations into foreign languages retained the original name of Salt Sea. Still, by the Roman era, visitors to Judea began calling it the Dead Sea because the waters were devoid of all life forms, whether plants or animals. Aquatic organisms such as fish and plants simply cannot thrive in the Dead Sea's extremely saline environment, and it was named for the lack of animal and plant life. The water does, however, contain trace amounts of bacteria and microbial fungi. The surrounding area is also barren due to the desert climate, with a scarcity of plants and animals. Another name was found in the Bible's book of Joshua, the Sea of the Plain, which reflects the area's geography. The water comes from above, the mountainous springs surrounding it, and the River of Jordan from the north, and settles into the sea on the plain. The Dead Sea has been known by a variety of names over the years, some more colourful than others. The Primordial Sea, the East Sea, the Sea of Lot, the Sea of Arabah, the Sea of Sodom, the Stinking Sea, the Sea of Asphalt, and the Devil's Sea. Dead Sea healing benefits. The Dead Sea's minerals and salts have drawn visitors for thousands of years, making it the world's first health resort dating back to Herod's time. The Dead Sea's mud and salt contain a high concentration of antiseptic minerals, making it particularly beneficial for skin diseases such as psoriasis and vitiligo. In addition, covering the body in Dead Sea mud aids the absorption of minerals into the skin. Dead Sea treatments are not only used to treat skin conditions. Other medical conditions, such as arthritis and asthma, have been shown to benefit from the Dead Sea's air and water. The oxygen rate is 5% higher than in the surrounding area, enhancing rejuvenation and recovery. Mud was used to clean the faces of ancient Greeks and Romans long before soap was invented. They discovered that Dead Sea salt, particularly Dead Sea black mud, contains a particularly high concentration of salt and minerals, some of which are small enough to penetrate the pores and nourish the skin. These minerals are thought to improve blood circulation, smooth out wrinkles, and rejuvenate the skin, resulting in a healthy glow. The Dead Sea is drying up. The Jordan River, once a great waterway, is now dying slowly. This is partly due to the construction of new dams in Jordan and Syria, limiting its water supply and the Middle East's growing human population, which adds to the strain. Furthermore, Jordanian and Israeli industrial plants, which use up the Dead Sea's water during mineral extraction, must share some blame. Surprisingly, this alone accounts for 20% of the Dead Sea's annual water loss. Add to this a political environment rife with discord and self-interest, stifling any multilateral agreement to address the water crisis. One can see the gravity of the situation. The surface level is dropping by more than a metre per year, and the sea level has dropped by 40 metres since Israel's establishment in 1948. As a result, sinkholes have formed due to the Dead Sea's receding water level. Approximately 6,000 now dot the Dead Sea's coastline. How to save the Dead Sea? Israel and Jordan signed a $900 million agreement to stabilize the sea's water levels in 2015. This entails the extremely ambitious construction of a canal from the Red Sea to the Dead Sea. The goal is to add 300 million cubic meters to the Dead Sea annually. It remains to be seen how successful this project will be for the long-term sustainability of the Dead Sea, but it demonstrates that the two countries are being proactive in their efforts to find a solution. However, efforts to save the Dead Sea have generally been limited and slow. We can only speculate on what the future holds for the Dead Sea, its local communities and tourism, but it is expected to shrink further and the number of sinkholes to increase. What do you think of the current scenario of the Dead Sea? Comment below, and the answer to the question we have asked is, Dead Sea is known as the Dead Sea because macroorganisms cannot live in it due to its high salinity. Subscribe for more.